3 months ago, a woman I know sat in her car in a parking garage and cried. Not because something terrible had happened, not because she'd lost her job or her relationship had ended or there was an emergency. She cried because payday had come and gone, and she was already down to $40 until the next one. She makes $52,000 a year. That is not a poverty wage. That is a real income, and she still had nothing to show for 2 weeks of work. If that hits close to home, if you've ever stared at your bank account 2 days after payday and thought, where did it go? This video is for you.
Here's what I want you to know before we go any further. If you feel behind with money, it is almost certainly not because you are bad with money. It's because nobody sat you down and showed you a system that actually works for a real person's life. Not a textbook, not a spreadsheet designed by someone with a finance degree. A real system for someone juggling rent, groceries, student loans, and still trying to have a life? That's what this video is. I'm going to walk you through the budgeting approach that actually changed things for me. And I'm going to be honest about where the math gets hard. No fake positivity. No, just cut your lattes. Real numbers, real trade-offs, real results. Let me start with the thing most budget videos skip entirely. Why budgeting advice usually doesn't work. The classic advice is something called the 50/30/20 rule. You've probably heard it. 50% of your income goes to needs. Rent, utilities, groceries. 30% goes to wants. 20% goes to savings. Sounds clean, right? Here's the problem. On a $52,000 salary, which is roughly $3,500 a month after taxes depending on your state, the math doesn't work the way the rule assumes. 50% of $3,500 is $1,750 for needs. But the median rent for a one-bedroom apartment in the US right now is over $1,500 a month. In most cities, it's closer to $1,800 or $2,000. That's before utilities, before groceries, before the car payment or the student loan. The 50/30/20 rule was not designed for $52K in 2026, and using it without adjusting it is why so many people feel like they're failing at budgeting, when really the rule is just broken for their situation. So what do we do instead? We start from the actual numbers, your numbers, not a hypothetical person's numbers. Here's the approach I want you to try. I call it the fixed first method because the idea is simple. You pay the things that never change before you do anything else. Step 1, write down every fixed expense you have. Fixed means it's the same amount every month and you genuinely cannot skip it. Rent, your phone bill, the minimum payment on your student loan. Don't include subscriptions yet, don't include groceries yet, just the things that if you didn't pay them, something real would break. For our example person, let's call her Maya, those fixed expenses total $2,100 a month. Rent is $1,450. Car insurance is $140. Phone is $85. Student loan minimum is $230. Internet is $65. She pays those first every month automatically. That leaves her $1,400 to work with. Here's where most people make their first mistake. They treat that $1,400 as spending money. It's not. It's everything. Groceries, gas, clothing, fun, savings, all of it comes out of that $1,400. Step 2, give every dollar in that $1,400 a name before the month starts. Not in a rigid, miserable way, but in a way where you're making a choice on purpose instead of discovering what happened after the fact. Here's what Maya's $1,400 looks like when she does this. Groceries, $350. Gas/transportation, $120. Eating out/social, $150. Personal care/clothing, $80. Miscellaneous/unexpected, $100. Savings, $200. Buffer, untouched unless emergency, $400. Notice 2 things. First, that savings line is small. $200 a month is not going to make her rich, but it's $200 more than zero, and zero is where she was before. Second, notice that buffer. $400 that she does not touch unless something actually breaks. This is the thing that stops the cycle where one unexpected expense, a car repair, a medical bill, a vet visit, wipes out everything you've been building. The framework I just gave you will not work unless you pair it with one habit, just one. And it's not glamorous. Every Sunday evening, you spend 10 minutes looking at your money. That's it, 10 minutes, same time every week, non-negotiable. You open your banking app, you look at what came in and what went out, you check whether you're on track for the month or whether something has gotten away from you. The reason this matters is not about the 10 minutes. It's about what the 10 minutes prevents. When you're not looking at your money, your brain fills the gap with anxiety. You assume it's worse than it is. You avoid the app because you're scared of what you'll see. And avoidance is where debt happens. When Maya started doing Sunday check-ins, she didn't suddenly have more money, but she stopped feeling blindsided. She stopped the 2 days after payday panic because she knew what was coming, and she'd already made peace with the plan. The $47 rule. Every Sunday, Maya's goal is to end the week with at least $47 more than she started. Not because $47 matters, but because the direction matters. Forward, even slowly, is still forward. I want to be straight with you about something before I close. This system is not going to feel easy right away. The first month, you're going to miss the budget on at least one category. The social spending will go over. The miscellaneous fund will get rated for something that felt important in the moment. That is normal. That is not failure. That is the first month. The goal of month one is not to be perfect. The goal of month one is to finish the month knowing where your money went. Just that, awareness before optimization. And here's what happens in month 3 if you stay with it. You stop feeling like money is something that happens to you. You start feeling like it's something you're actually in charge of. That shift in how money feels, I can't overstate how much it changes things. You don't have to earn more to feel different about money. You have to feel different about money to get different results. Your one action this week, not 10 things, just one. Write down your fixed expenses, every non-negotiable bill you pay every month. Just that list, nothing else. That list is the foundation of everything. You can't build a budget without knowing your floor. And once you know your floor, the rest of this gets a lot less scary. And if this hit home for you, if you've been the person sitting in the parking garage wondering where it all went, leave a comment and tell me. Not because I want the engagement, because I want you to know you're not alone in this. A lot of people are starting exactly where you are, and they figured it out. You can too. I'm the honest dollar. Real money talk, no shame, no jargon. I'll see you in the next one.